Hello, I'm S.W. Anderson, and today I'm doing a reading from my paranormal romance titled This Time. This one deals with reincarnation and soulmates, and today I'm going to read from the beginning of Abby and Mary. This is set in 1953 in North Carolina. The brisk autumn breeze danced across Abby's skin, tempting and teasing, begging to be embraced, as it had each of the last 17 years of her life. But the warmth of the body curled up beside her, of the soft hand in hers, was far more alluring. As much as she loved the shift from hot, sluggish summer air to cool, energizing fall, she loved Mary more. Though they both invigorated her, sending prickles of excitement skittering throughout her body, there was no competition. Only one made her heart thump uncontrollably. Only one heated her in places no one else could with a mere touch. And only one left her tongue-tied and blushing with a simple glance. Mary. Abby prayed for control over time and space so that even God himself would be powerless to move them from their spot. The browning grass beneath the tall sugar maple sitting riverside in the forest was the one place they could truly be free. Free of suspicious glances and vicious backhanded remarks. The whisper of the trees held no judgment, and the chatter of wildlife lacked crass innuendo. Loving another woman was unnatural, they said. But no one had ever felt more right. Not Johnny Jones or Mike Cabot, Abe Davis or Stevie Barnes. Not a single one of the boys Abby's mother had ever made her date had been the missing piece to her soul. But Mary McGee, she fit as perfectly as the glass slipper on Cinderella's foot. Abby's eyes drifted from the soft curves of Mary's hip to the horizon, taking in the changing color of sky from bright blue to pink and gray as the sun dipped lower. Soon they would return home, back to the reality where they were forbidden to hold hands or share an embrace. That honor had been unceremoniously given to the tall, lanky, socially awkward George Smythe by Mary's father. Abby seethed each and every time that boy crossed her path, or her mind. In either case, he encroached upon her happiness, like at school, where Abby worked tirelessly to reel in her need to steal a glance at her girl across the classroom. It was an exercise in futility, and George would unknowingly step between them 9 times out of 10, as if Mary's father had made the boy his own personal watchdog. Being denied such a simple pleasure was hell on earth, and every time she was thwarted, the ache in Abby's heart became unfathomable, as she wondered how she'd ever make it through the day. Then Mary would crane her neck around George and smile, and just like that, her strength to power on returned. Abby's muscles tightened. A deep breath did nothing to soothe the growing ache in her heart. Her teeth ground together, an uncontrollable reaction to her constant frustration. If only they could run away. "There's a whole lot of thinking going on over there," Mary murmured into Abby's shoulder, finishing with a chuckle as she snuggled in closer. "Nah, I'm just enjoying the moment," Abby replied, her southern roots making itself known in her voice. Abby pushed up onto her elbow and studied Abby's lopsided grin. "Liar." Laughing, Abby rolled onto her side. She propped herself up in a mirror image. "Never." 2 times a liar. Mary's head fell back as her own melodic laughter joined Abby's. "You forget I know everything about you." "Is that so?" Mary nodded. A proud smile strung its way across her lips. "It most certainly is, Abigail Louise Carter," she said slowly, dragging the syllables with a sweet southern drawl. "So then, tell me, oh great one, what makes you think I'm lying?" "Well," Mary started, pausing to pull a pine needle from Abby's shaggy, short blonde hair. "First of all, you were squeezing the life out of me." Abby's cheeks took on a rosy red hue. "Sorry." But she wasn't. Not one bit. Mary could never be close enough, and any time she had a chance to indulge herself, she took it. "Don't be. I love it." Offering a soft smile, Mary continued, "That alone wasn't the giveaway, though. Your fingers were busy against my back, and your jaw was clenched tighter than Daddy's vice. I'm surprised you didn't break a tooth." Her expression fell from one of adoration to one of concern, bringing a crease to her forehead. Is everything okay? Mary did know her well, better than herself most of the time. Struck by the moment and Mary's beauty, Abby leaned forward and pressed a gentle kiss to warm, waiting lips. Everything's fine, my love, she mumbled, then pulled back to stare into those brown eyes that held her whole world. I promise. Now that was the truth. Mary surprised her with another quick kiss before sitting upright and pushing her long, curly red hair over her shoulders. Was that so hard? No, Abby laughed and once again moved to mirror her, scooting closer until they were face to face, knee to knee. And I was thinking about you, like always. I like that you're always thinking about me. The sparkle in Mary's eyes was what Abby lived for. Well, seeing as how it's my favorite hobby, we're a perfect match. We are. Mary's bright smile fell and she looked away. A dark cloud replaced the sun that had encompassed them. I wish we could spend the rest of our lives together. Abby scooted closer. Slipping 2 fingers under Mary's chin, she gently pulled her head around until those beautiful dark eyes met her bright blue ones. Me too, Abby acknowledged in a soft tone. She pushed a smile to the surface, not wanting their dreamlike afternoon to be soiled by the heaviness of their reality. But that would never be enough. I'd want 10 lifetimes, and then 10 more after that. There will only ever be you for me, Mary. And that's it. That's an excerpt from my book This Time. Thank you for listening.